Well, hey, EVTV, here's Anna Kloppenborg, who's packed and ready to come join the fun at EVCON 2014. I didn't really have a presentation piece for you this week, but I do have footage of our ongoing Jeep conversion project. So this week you'll hear me talking over a background of video where we are trying to get that Siemens motor properly mounted first onto the transmission and then onto the motor mounts in the rear. We had the motor adapted, as Jack and Brian surmised from my short little introduction, where we take out the rotor and in fact chop off the spline bit and then open up the wide shoulder of the rotor so that there is enough space for pilot bearings of different sizes, and we can pressure fit a puck, really a ring that you adapt to a different bolt pattern for really almost any kind of flywheel. Then the flywheel goes on, a little Loctite and torque wrench situation. Yep. And after that, of course, the clutch plate and housing setup goes on. And in this way, we are left with a very, very tight, very short connection between motor and transmission case. The savings that we have in materials, an adapter plate that can be laser cut instead of CNC'd, the puck, which is a very short, very strong little piece that comes out of a disc. So the savings that we have in material and labor actually amount to the same amount that we have extra for adapting the motor. So in the total we have more or less the same price that we're always used to for this adapter clutch kit setup, but in a much tighter package. This week we did have some sad news that our beloved e-Beetle was mauled. It was maligned by a big Mercedes. It was minding its own business, charging at the side of the road, and some big car just plowed into her. So not only were we the first to have a Better Place pack out on the road, we're probably the first to have it involved in an accident. When we get back from EVCON, I will help the owner and assess the damage. I definitely think we'll have to take a look at each and every connection in that car and see what's salvageable, and see how the motor and driveline are doing, and see what kind of insurance situation we have on these guys. Well, our motor is just about ready to get fit in there. It takes a little bit of turning of the axles and moving around of the car until we find that final position. Here you see that we are still faffing around. Some go easier than others, and this was definitely one of the tricky ones. Our local motorcycle shop came by with their new exciting addition to their lineup this week, a electric motorcycle. Not bad for these petrol heads around the corner. Dearly like one of these guys. Maybe I'll get a ride once it has its license plate. We'll go visit Rivela Motors, that is now dealer for Bramo Impulse R motorcycles. Super. There he goes. So you can see, guys, electric is alive just about everywhere. Even the motorcycle guys are getting very excited about the new electric toys that are out there, and we're getting a lot of that kind of reaction as well every day that we have the shop open and boat and cars outside, people coming in checking out what's going on. Well, in this case, what was going on is that we just could not get this motor and transmission aligned. The first time went in like a charm. Then after the whole driveline transmission part was sealed in with Loctite, all the parts were really put in for good. It just didn't want to come back in and align for us. We definitely had to massage it out there. So I'll go ahead and speed up this process a little, put us up to 400%, and we will get that baby in there. Maybe we need one more spanner, probably. It'll be the right one. And maybe we need some more experienced hands on the downside. I think I feel a switcheroo coming up. Oh yeah, this will be the technical. You get down there, Ray. And think right after she was in.
Looks good, Ray. Oh, yeah.
One Siemens liquid cooled AC motor in Jeep CJ5 Wrangler. Watch out. So having got the motor in there, we needed to get a nice looking setup that can carry the motor onto the rear motor mounts. We got a nice 6mm piece of 304 RVS, what we call stainless steel here, and Ray went to our new best friends at the Openbare Werkplaats. It's called the Open Workspace, and basically they run a large hall where there are big machines for working wood, everything you would need for working iron and metal, including metal working tables and also welding, and in this case plasma cutting. We've decided that we can't really afford necessarily all the right tools and the big equipment, nor do we really have space for them, but we definitely want to be able to do more ourselves, and in this case Ray is tackling his very first attempt with a plasma cutter to get the right kind of mounting plate. Now, here at the Openbare Werkplaats, I can give you the scoop that we're not just working with them, they're about half a mile down the road, but in fact, we are getting ready to move over. Here you see an old part of their lot where we are going to flatten this little shed, and we will get 150 square meters of our own new workspace. We'll have enough space for cars and boats and be on the water side as well. Not only that, but we'll have walking access to all these great machines they have to offer here, and possibly even find out some really talented people that are working with these machines for future projects. Anyways, as you can see, Ray is far enough along that he has his plate cut out, and now begins the sanding and preparing of the edges before he took it back to the shop and got it all polished up and welded with the extended feet we needed to mount. As you see, hey presto, that's starting to look pretty good, Ray. Nicely lined and ready. So here's the motor on its mounts, and now it's gonna hunker down. Let's see what happens.
Not much.
Not much.
That's okay.
That is pretty much the ideal outcome.
Pretty much okay.
Yep. So one Siemens motor coupled and mounted into a 1969 Jeep Wrangler. That's a tight job.
That's cool.
Really, really cool. Good. Absoluut. Go.
Ik?
Ja.
Ja. Check natuurlijk. Kijk maar. This is the new electric motor mount test.
50,000 jumps. And I think we can say that thing's in there. Good, man. Good and tight.
Okay.
Excellent. Good job, Ray. So there you have it. EVTV Amsterdam keeps building. Hope you guys do too, or that I'll see you this week at EvCon. Take it easy. Bye.